Hey everyone, Erica from NerdtopiaCast.com. You can hear NerdtopiaCast while on the go with Stitcher Smart Radio. Stitcher is a free news and talk mobile app available for your smartphone. And when you download Stitcher to hear NerdtopiaCast, you have a chance to win some money. Downloading is quick and easy. Just find Stitcher in the App Store. Download it. It's free and it takes just a few seconds. Then, during registration, hit the promo code box and enter Nerdtopia to get automatically entered to win $100. The latest episode of the show will always be waiting for you in your favorites. You'll get access to lots of other amazing shows too, always available to you on demand with no syncing. It's Stitcher Smart Radio. Don't forget to enter promo code Nerdtopia when you register.
Hey guys, Steve here. Checked out our brand spanking new website yet? Why the hell not? It's chock full of original nerdy content, from Chuck Stahlheber's Naughty Advice column to Doolin's Versus series. Plus, movie, game, comic, and book reviews from the nerds you trust. Set your home pages to nerdy, folks. www.NerdtopiaCast.com.
Can someone go ahead and kill that, please? Just stop the track.
Nerdtopia, yo, and we got a free podcast. Cruising in the speeder, bullseye, and flipping womp-rats. Comics, video games, movies, real-life superheroes is what you can expect if you're wired to be weirdo. So we welcome all the newbies and the groupies, flashing boobies in the movies without cooties. In the show, it's got you drooling with this comedy, no fooling. Now presenting you your host is Steve Doolin. Word, NerdtopiaCast.blogspot.com, Facebook.com/NerdtopiaCast, also YouTube and podcast 38 seconds.
What's up, Nerdtopia? This is Doolin Dalton.
Steve Wareham.
And it's Monday night. Let's get down and nerdy.
Da, 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 da.
That's good.
Yeah, I just made that up just right now. Da, da,
That's
da,
just
da,
now?
da. Yeah, then we turn into a song.
It sounds like a combination of Fergie and Jesus.
It does.
Speaking of that, man, that was our Bill Shakespeare joint last week.
It was. For all you...
And,
did anybody guess that?
Yeah, Chuck, our man Chuck Stollenberg guessed it, so congratulations to Chuck.
The Man in Black, the Holocaust,
Yes,
the urban
indeed.
cowboy.
And actually, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. If you guys have a Bill Shakespeare joint that you'd like to submit to us, have us read it on the air, you can send it to me, Doolin at NerdtopiaCast.com, or Steve, what's your email? Steve at NerdtopiaCast?
Yeah, Steve at NerdtopiaCast.com.
Yeah, so you can send either one of those, and if we like it, we'll read it on the air, and then we can be lazy and not have to write our own material. You see how that works?
That would be great, because I have my fucking hands full right now.
Yeah, both of us do, man. It's been a pretty busy week for the two of us.
Yep.
A lot of stuff going on with the website right now. We brought on some Nerdtopians to kind of help us write some content, and it is just exploded, man.
Yeah, I want to say we had something like 70 articles up last week.
Really? Is that many?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I wanted to say, yeah, something in that vein as far as posting goes, because it's just been like we got people that we thought, all right, these guys are going to help us a little bit, and they have churned it out, man. I mean, just killing it. I think somebody's posted something every day at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think we've had fresh content every day, so it's going really well. I checked the stats today. It was much higher than the one number that I like to look at on these things is a return rate. And basically what a return rate is if you get somebody to look at the site, what are the chances that they're going to come back? And we had a 70% return rate. Now that's within week one, so numbers are going to be a little skewed, but that, according to our sample size and the number of people that we had, that's a pretty high number. So that means people that are showing up are liking what they're reading. So that makes me happy. Feels like we're doing something good.
Absolutely, man. And we've kind of reached out to our friends and fellow Nerdtopians, if you will. And I think that, for the longest time, we've had this Facebook group, and there's been all kinds of untapped creativity. So we've kind of provided an outlet for a lot of these people to sound off some of their thoughts and their opinions in a very fun, entertaining, and humorous way. And some of this stuff is just the stuff they're cranking out for us is just absolute gold, man. Did you read Z Manzilla's article?
Oh yeah, Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I messaged him today and told him how awesome I thought it was and how impressed I was with his writing. If you get a chance, he wrote a piece for us last week about the 5 dumpster terrible was it Xbox Live games that he had downloaded, and he reviewed the 5 worst ones, and it was fucking hilarious. It was just good work all around. So big shout out to him. He's hopefully gonna stick with us and do a lot more for us. So, but really impressive.
Absolutely, and we've got some weekly content that's going to be coming out on NerdtopiaCast.com every week. Chuck Stahlheber, our man, is going to be. He's got his own advice column now. If you know Chuck, Steve, you've met Chuck very recently. I knew Chuck, throughout most of my 20s. Funny guy, but he is. What's the word I'm looking for? He's very blunt.
Yeah.
And a lot of the advice he gives, and it's always been kind of one of his defining characteristics. And so if you read,
but a sweet dude,
very nice guy.
Yeah.
He's got zero tolerance for the stupid majority of this country and people that he runs into on a day-to-day basis, and he lets it known.
Yeah.
And so if you read his article, man, he kind of brings his own unique charm to that advice column. So since we're just starting out, we don't have regular people that are writing into us. He went ahead and cruised the Dear Abby section, and he's responding to people that aren't talking to him, which is brilliant.
That's Chuck. That's Chuck for you.
Yeah, that's definitely Chuck.
Yeah.
I've got my Versus series. That's going to be weekly content. I'm going to post that every Wednesday, and then the results are going to be up every Saturday. So you've got 3 days to vote on it. And so what we're going to be doing is just kind of it's going to be a story blog. You're going to pit 2 fictitious characters against each other. You guys are going to vote on it, and I write it up for your entertainment. So that's going to be every Wednesday and Saturday. And then I'm also going back and reviewing every last episode of the X-Men animated series, starting with episode 1. So if you're a fan of that show, that theme song was so badass, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, man, that's what we got. That's what we got going on Nerdtopia Cast, man. Go ahead and if you've been listening to the show, you haven't seen it, head on over there and check it out. We're still under construction. We're still moving things around, getting the links fit to where they need to be, working on the coding. But at the rate we're going, man, it's gonna blow up before you know it.
I've got a little project that I'm doing that I didn't tell you about because I just jumped on it today. But one of the things that I plan on doing a full review of next week, so I'm going to do some of the review stuff too. I like doing, right now I'm doing a lot of the tech stuff, but my passion is kind of getting out there and writing and cracking jokes with everybody else. But I downloaded something today, and I'm going to do a full review for it next week. I downloaded Magic the Gathering 2013 for the iPad. Oh my god, it is badass.
Oh yeah?
Oh, it is so good, dude.
So, tell me a little bit, because you know me, I'm a big Magic fan. Not so much with the new stuff, but yeah, tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I got probably like a quarter into the game. You start out, you just have the red Chandra deck and then a green Garruk deck, and there are in the last couple games there have been 15 to 18 unlockable cards with each of these decks. There are 9 decks, I think, in there. There are 30 unlockable cards. There may or may not be Planeswalker cards in there. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. But you go through a certain number of, I think if memory serves, and I just played it this afternoon, so I think that there are 5 planes that you go through, and you start out in Garruk's plane, which is, oh gosh. I can't remember the name. It starts with an S. It's like SH something. Anyway, you start out in his plane, and then the next one you go to Innistrad, and you take on people who have decks based on the Innistrad mechanics and stuff. So I was a big fan of Innistrad. I thought it was good. So I just finished up beating a white human deck, and that's pretty funny. A white human deck, and Liliana has a mill deck on there that I just beat, and those are the 2 Planeswalkers and Innistrad. So I've moved on to the next one. The very next one that I go to is a Goblin deck, which I know
Right.
you have a pretty strong affinity for the Goblin
Love
decks.
the goblins, man.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to take that deck. As soon as I beat the Goblin Planeswalker, I get that one, and then I'm just gonna tear it up with that one. But the cool thing is I'm used to it being on Steam or on PlayStation or Xbox, which you're
Right.
kind of tied to one place. With the iPad, I can take it anywhere. So if I'm traveling or something, I can just whip out the iPad and play some Magic, which is cool.
Yeah, man, definitely. You're gonna have to show that to me next time you come down there. And how much did that game cost?
Well, it's free to download from the iTunes store, but it is $9.99 to get to where you can unlock all the decks. So, and that's basically the model that it runs on all the platforms. You just, with the iTunes store, you can't not make the initial download free and then do the in-app purchase stuff. But it's running about $10 wherever you go, and then you can get the special Elite Edition or whatever for $20, but that gives you all the decks initially, and I'm going back through and unlocking them. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
right on, man. I might have to check that out. If you recommend it, I'll jump on there and play it. Because I know we had a lot of time. We had a lot of fun playing Duel of Planeswalkers 2012.
Well, I think the issue between when we had tried to play it a few times was the connection seemed to. It took us 20 minutes to finish a game because we just couldn't.
Yeah, well,
tap
that's
it.
partially my computer.
Yeah, but doing it on the iPad, I'm able to go pretty quick. So. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up definitely and let you look in it.
Fair enough, man. That sounds cool. Yeah, I actually got hooked on Plants vs. Zombies this week.
Oh, that's an awesome game.
Gosh, man, it is ridiculously addictive. I spent when I'm at work between shows, I spent just hours on my laptop playing that stupid ass game.
Yeah.
But cute, very cute zombies.
It is, and it's.
I think the Zompocalypse would be a lot cuter if it were more like that. If you had like zombies coming at you dressed like Michael Jackson, or zombies in the Jamaican bobsled.
Yeah.
It'd make the Zompocalypse a little bit more adorable.
And I think just so long as we can make it a little cuter, I think everybody would be okay with it universally. Or if you had giant plants stepping up to protect your person, I think that would be a big help too. But then you'd be like,
"Fuck, is that a movie?"
Yeah. Oh God.
They could announce Tonka the movie. Why the fuck can't they just make Plants vs. Zombies?
They absolutely should. And I would watch it. Like I would watch the live action. I would watch a CGI Plants vs. Zombies. Yeah. I think that would be great, man. And then you just have that'd be cool. And then you'd have like
the vine's got me. That's no vine.
Dun 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 dun. And the music is adorable on that one too.
Yeah, it is. It was really good. The zombies send you these throughout the game. They'll send you these threatening letters.
Yeah.
They're all misspelled, the lolcatish and stuff. And so you get this letter from the zombie. He comes saying he's going to come over for ice cream and brains, and it's all misspelled. And you're almost like, oh.
I want to have him over. I hope you find some brains, just not mine.
Just not mine.
Yeah.
But, you can put zombies on anything nowadays, though. It'll pretty much save the franchise.
Pretty much.
That's what we should do. We should dedicate our lives to going back and editing zombies in what would be otherwise shitty movies.
Oh, that would be awesome. Or you could take them and you could put them in movies that are already that are way out. Like you could remake a lot of the movies in the 40s and the 50s, Casablanca with zombies.
Casablanca's in the zombie apocalypse.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
That would be a pretty awesome movie.
And at the end, where they're on the runway, and he's talking to her, and he's like, "Here's looking at you, kid." Instead, they're blindly swatting away at each other's heads, trying to suck the brains out of each other's ears. It's like, brains.
And it would still be a better love story than Twilight.
Yes, well, what if Twilight was a zombie movie? Would that? It pretty much is.
Well, Kristen Stewart is pretty much a zombie on screen anyway.
Yeah.
She's She has about the emotional inflection of a zombie. She just comes out there very blank faced and every now and then looks at the camera and goes, ah.
And she, they just said last week that she's the highest paid actress in Hollywood.
Fuck Hollywood.
Yeah.
I fucking don't want to live on this planet anymore, Steve.
You know, and then you've got you know, actresses out there that crush it in every role, like what is it, Tilda Swinton? You know, that probably don't make 25% of what this little kid's making. So what do you do?
Well, she's not. Well, Tilda Swinton is ugly as sin, man.
But she's a good actress, man.
I know. I'm just like, well, you know, like Steve Buscemi, you know, great actor, ugly as sin. John C. Reilly, there's another one, man. We're big fans of Step Brothers and some of his other comedic roles. He's a brilliant comedic actor. Damn it, he's ugly. I'm not saying anything against him because he'd take one look at me and laugh and say, you know, I make more money in 1 week than you will your entire life. Shut up. And
yeah, I don't know.
Mr. Riley.
The ugly standard for me has always been Clint Howard.
Clint Howard.
Clint Howard is Ron Howard's little brother, and he is in every Ron Howard movie.
Oh God, that guy.
Yeah.
That's the dude in like Little Nicky, I think, where there's like it's gonna be hell on earth and horrors that you can't even imagine, and they cut to him and he's wearing a dress, and then the guy goes, well, maybe not that horrible, but still pretty bad.
Yeah, that's the standard to me. I don't know. I mean,
I am not what you would call an attractive man.
Yeah. I'm not, like, to me, I can see the merit in a lot of different people, but Clint Howard has just always been, to me, is like, that's the poster child for it right there.
He's pretty ugly. He's pretty ugly, man.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Oh, how about, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, like, just in the middle of it, fucking zombie apocalypse. And then
dude, that was a good movie.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Steve, if you liked How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, then you're gay. And I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. I don't mean to say like, you know, fuck you, you're gay. I just mean to say you want to grab handful of chest hair and rub your testicles against another man's testicles.
I'm very.
It's okay. It's all right. We support that here. But if you like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and you're not a chick, then you're gay. Gay. You might want to talk with your wife.
Do you mind if I interject for a moment?
You may absolutely interject, sir.
I found How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days adorable. I thought that McConaughey was his.
What, sexy?
No, I thought he was his charismatic.
Butterscotch stallion?
I thought McConaughey was, you know, at his charismatic best. Played the part really well. I thought that you know, Kate Hudson played off of him really well. I thought the plot was okay. You know,
McConaughey's always at his best. I mean, he's a sexy man. You know, he's got the abs and he's got the look on his face like, you know, everything's gonna be all right, man. You can just settle into my arms and I make you feel warm and safe. And, you know, he's not gay. But it's McConaughey.
Yeah.
No, it's just McConaughey.
Can we get back to talking about the plot instead of your man crush on Matthew McConaughey?
I'm sorry, I got lost in Matthew McConaughey's eyes.
Yeah, I'm gay.
It's not gay. It's McConaughey, Steve.
You have that rule about everybody. Oh, it's not gay. It's Josh Brolin.
You can't tell me that Matthew McConaughey came and asked you to, hey man, you come out and have a beer with me. You wouldn't be like,
I would have a beer with him, but I wouldn't grab onto his burly chest or however the fuck you put it.
You just said he's a burly chest.
You were the one who said burly chest. That was you.
I said that you were gay because you wanted to grab handfuls of chest hair because you like How to Lose a Guy.
And then you're talking about his abs.
I just myself Matthew McConaughey's arm, and that's not gay, Steve. That's not gay.
Talking about another man's abs, that's not gay?
Just Matthew McConaughey.
Hey.
Just don't fight it. Just go with it.
Hey, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I know.
Okay. And another one that was good was Serendipity. Did you see that movie?
Yeah, it was a cute movie.
See, so you don't have to be gay to enjoy a rom-com.
I don't know. How would you fit the Zompocalypse into Serendipity? See, I'm still on that.
Yeah.
I want to insert Zompocalypse plot developments into movies where it has absolutely no place whatsoever. That's what I want to dedicate my life to. And then when it's all said and done, do it to Star Wars. Because fuck you, George Lucas, that's why.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think like if you did it in Star Wars, I mean, they would never get off the Death Star. I mean, that would have been it. Like everybody be eating folk on the Death Star.
It's great. I love it. It's great. That's the way the movie needs to end right there.
Fair enough. I watch it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but there's got to be an industry for that. Like, there's got to be some kind of cottage like remake zombie industry somewhere, right? You would think.
How about yeah, there could be. How about Home Alone?
You can't. No, man, you can't improve on perfection. That's one of the greatest.
Man. Zombies, like, okay, like Kevin's got all the traps set up, and then the bad guys roll up and they're getting ready to break in and you steal the kid stuff and rape the little fucker, and then all of a sudden, like, you hear screaming from outside and they're being eaten, and he looks out the window and there's just like hordes of zombies, and little Kevin McAllister grabs the BB gun. He's like, "This is my house. I have to defend it." And
and then you segue right into Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah.
So he goes out and he's like,
Home 5, Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah, he goes out and he starts planting fucking sunflowers. He's like, no, this is my house, I have to defend it, and starts like putting pea shooters and stuff in, and the zombies come, and they're like, you are home alone. And he's like, I'm 8 years old. Do you think?
Recast it because Macaulay called me like, I'm home alone.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
I'm 35.
And then the Goonie kids drop by and help him.
Corey
That would be cool.
At the front door.
And Data.
And then he jumps outside. He's about to get eaten by a zombie. You gotta let me in. You gotta into the tropical shelter.
ORV.
Do it. And before he can do it, he gets eaten by zombies.
Yeah, that would be a sad movie.
Well, he didn't practice his cardio, Steve.
Yeah, that's true. They were always talking about doing a Goonies 2. I guess that's not going to happen, huh?
Yeah, they've been going back and forth on that for years. They're going to do it, and they're not going to do it, and they're going to do it. So I've kind of given up, man.
Yeah.
Same thing with Bill and Ted 3. That was another sequel that was supposed to happen that never happened for us.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, I was joking about Home Alone being one of, but what my definitely
Home Alone.
No, Home Alone was good. Like, it wasn't, but I don't like. It's not in my top 5. But The Goonies is a top 5 movie for me. Have you seen that in like the past couple of years?
What's that?
Have you seen that movie in the past couple of years?
When was the last time I saw The Goonies? I'd say maybe a couple years ago.
It holds up, man.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely does.
Yeah, it's still just as good.
I would say, plot for that movie, bring them back. They're all grown up and still, living maybe mostly in the same town. You might have one or two of them that have gone to other parts of the country, but they all have kids now.
Yeah. And
then, something's at stake, and there's more to the legend of One-Eyed Willie. And so let all of them go with their kids and make it like a generational gap movie, because like the original fans of that movie, I mean, you, me, everybody else, I mean, we're all parents now, and we love that movie as kids, and it would be great to watch those, our heroes as kids go back with their own children and share in that adventure. That's something that we could share with our kids. Man. I really wish they would make a Goonies too, man. I really, really do. I don't know if it's ever going to happen.
I say you leave the kids out of it, and you just have them come back. But I don't think you can. Didn't one of the Coreys died? Which Corey was it? The Corey that was in the movie?
No, it wasn't Corey Feldman. It was the other Corey.
The other Corey.
Corey Feldman's still with us.
Corey Haim.
Yeah, the Corey Haim, the License to Thrill guy, right?
Yeah.
The one in the car. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. It's Goonies 2 would be like if they made a Goonies 2. I think. First of all, this is what 20, 30 years later, so we're doing it in our time.
Well, they can make Top Gun 2.
Right? No. I'm setting the ground rules here.
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
So one of them has to be gay, right? Right? I mean, seriously.
It's Data. Data's gay.
No, fuck you. Data's not gay.
Yeah, Data's gay.
No, Data gets more. No. Data gets more ass than one of those One Direction kids, man.
Yeah,
There's no way.
All right.
There is no way Data is gay.
If you're going one of the Goonies is gay, it's going to be Data, because it's not going to be Sean Astin.
No.
It's not going to be Josh Brolin. All right, it's not, and then fuck you, it's not Corey Feldman.
No, Corey Feldman definitely.
No.
No. Corey Feldman is definitely gayer than Data.
Steve,
In the wait, hold
Steve,
on. I'm disclaimering. Stop. In the
it's
way.
It's sloth. It's sloth, isn't it? Is it sloth? Sloth is gay.
No. Sloth's not gay. I think Sloth is asexual. I think Sloth is asexual. I don't think he has like a sexuality. But if anybody,
he's a raging homosexual, sir.
no.
Yes.
No. I don't. He probably has some sort of like syndrome or something. He probably doesn't make it this far. I mean, what? He was 30 then.
Oh, Steve.
What? I'm being real about things. Like, did you see his face?
Don't say that.
No, he was missing some chromosomes, man. He was lucky to make it as long as he did. He'd be lucky to get like off the pirate ship after that.
Living on Baby Ruth, man. You ever had a fucking choke grip from one of those people?
Yeah,
they have like the grip of Iron Man, dude. He's strong. He's going anywhere.
But not even that. He probably had like stage 4 diabetes or something because he lived off of like candy bars and ice cream. No, yeah. It's so obviously, and I'm not trying to be morbid because this is one of my favorite movies. He didn't make it. I don't think you're gonna have Sloth there, and I think the Corey's gonna be gay, and I think that Data is
no. It's not. It's not Corey. It's not Corey. The dude can't abide. I'm sorry. Sloth is gay.
This is pointless to argue because you're not going to listen to logic here.
All right, no, I'm listening. Okay, all right.
First of all,
this is me being quiet. All right, this is me being quiet. You go ahead and lay it on me. I got nothing. I won't say anything. Go ahead. I'm your buddy, Steve. I'm your buddy.
First of all, if you're looking at the individuals as a whole. Like Data was very diminutive and small and all that other kind of stuff. But as he grew older, he probably went in. He was a smart kid, very inventive, engineering, whatever. And he probably flew through school, went to a nice college. And he's probably some bigwig CEO at some kind of firm now, some kind of electronics firm, right?
Right.
I think Corey. What was his name in the movie? It was Mouth. But what was his name? Mikey? No, Mikey was the other guy.
No. Who? Data?
No. Mouth.
Corey Feldman's character?
Yeah.
I want to say it was Mouth. Hold on.
Well, it was Mouth. But
I'll look it up.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. Fucking Mouth. So Mouth, he ends up, he gets a little bit older, and then he goes through school, and then he drops out of high school, and then he develops a bad drug habit, and then he ends up sucking dick for coke. In the late 80s. No, man. This is what happened. So he ends up.
Bro.
No, I'm just saying. And then he cleaned himself up, but he realized he liked it, so he became gay.
Wow.
No, that's the trajectory there. That's what happened in the movie.
I guess it's kind of art imitating life.
Yeah, and then well, the Andy's friend, I can't remember her name, but definitely a lesbian. The one with the glasses, the fucking Velma of the group.
Oh, yeah, big lesbian.
Yeah. But I mean, she's gonna. But I mean, very strong character and everything.
Mouth. You're right.
Yeah. And then Mikey's probably like the most like regular Joe suburban like.
Yeah, Joe. He's dad. He's got a dad. Family, wife, picket fence, 2 kids. Driving a Suburban.
Works at the Home Depot. Yeah.
Well,
actually, none of these kids.
Occasionally hanging out with Frodo.
Yeah. No. Actually, we're reading way too much into this because remember they found a fuckload of treasure.
Yeah, but how much of that they get to keep after the state of Oregon bent him over and fucked them?
Well, he had it in his mouth and everything. Remember, and he started spitting out jewels and everything. And so they had a good handful. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they had a good attorney or something, a safe box somewhere, and they threw it in there.
Well, Jeff Cohen, the actor who played Chunk, I'm looking at his IMDb. First of all, he's a lawyer now,
and he's a handsome dude, isn't he?
He's way thin, man.
Yeah.
He dropped the weight like a motherfucker.
Well, I mean, if you're asked, think about it. He had to go back to school, and he was being asked to do the truffle shuffle every day. Like there is no Jenny Craig in the world that can get you that kind of results.
Yeah. I lost 59 pounds doing the truffle shuffle.
Yeah, exactly. These fuckers wouldn't leave me alone. I didn't have a choice.
I have sad news, sir.
What?
John Matuzek the actor who played Sloth, he passed in 1989.
See? What'd I tell you?
Okay, so you were right.
Yep.
You were right. I was wrong.
Poor guy. Did you see his face? How his face was all messed up?
Well, no. Well, I thought that was makeup. That's a nice face.
No, that's him. Yeah, that's him. That was
no.
Yeah.
No.
No, it was. One eye was up here. One eye was down here.
Go ahead. He did a handful of... No, he was on an episode of Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, he was the mayor of Mypos, and his eyes were all crazy. And Balky's like, this is how we look, you know. There's
no other pictures of him on IMDb for me to verify that.
Yeah, no, I mean you've seen him. He's in Goonies. He's got weird eyes, and he's got the troll doll hair.
Yeah, I always thought that. No, that's makeup, man. I don't think that's physically possible.
No, and the kid from Mask, that was really his face too. No, I'm serious. That was his face.
No, that was not the kid's. That was not his face.
That was too, and then he was on 30-something.
I never saw 30-something.
Well, if you did, you would know.
Fine. So, anyways, in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, and that's or alien invasion, one of the two. No, aliens, a zombie apocalypse during an alien invasion, and then they start fighting each other, and then that's Goonies 2. Yes.
Wait, hold on. So is the kid from Mask in it?
No.
Oh, okay. Why do we start talking?
Why would we put? He wasn't in the original. Why would we put him in this one?
Well, you were the one who brought him up, so I thought he was fair game.
Right. You know who I will put in it though? Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think you have to.
I don't know who. I don't know what part I have for him, but Liam Neeson's going in that fucking movie, sir.
Yep. Yeah, and Sam Jackson in some way, shape, or form.
And Matthew McConaughey.
You just want to say it now? Do your parents listen to the show?
No, they
we
don't
can make sure that they don't hear this one. We won't air this one. I know. Just say it, man. Just own it.
No. It's bullshit that you won't air this because anytime I say something like, "Here we go," I'll give you a 3-second pause. I love cock. So you take that, like you're going to take that sound clip and you're going to use it. So don't say that you're not going to air it.
You would think.
You didn't air the last time I said that.
You would think.
You said it during a dead silence, and then you put it into the last episode.
You would think you would write like a note for yourself on a Sharpie with a Sharpie and a Post-it note and put it on your monitor. Don't say things like that because I'll figure out a way to cut it in the audio. But it makes the show better. People want to hear that. People want to hear. Don't block me out. Don't block me out.
I wrote your notes.
Oh, I can't read it.
Oh well, that is a good thing for you.
Yeah.
Good thing.
But yeah, I mean, people want to hear more about you, man. They want to know about you and the things that you feel and the things that you want to feel and things you want to hold and be next to and cuddle with. And people want to know more about you. You got to let them see. You got to be honest with them and yourself. So when these things come up, man, you just got to say them. You got to let them flow out. Like me, like I'd say shit all the time.
Oh, like what, Steve?
Well, I mean, I say things like, that I enjoy the movies of fucking, like, romantic comedies and shit, like Serendipity and stuff. Like, that came from my heart. Like, I'm okay with that because I'm okay with the person that I am. I don't judge myself based on my love for romantic comedies. I'm a guy. I'm allowed to be
based on your love of cock, sir.
No. I'm a guy. I'm allowed to still believe in romance, man. Romance isn't dead, so the romantic comedy shouldn't be dead. So I'm allowed to like it. So when you start talking about men and you start trying to, kind of taper off, you don't have to do that. Just keep talking. Let it go.
Yeah.
Get it off your chest. It's cool. I'm okay with it.
Right.
I love you either way.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
I know. So what did we learn here today?
I think that we learned that being honest and open about our feelings, and really expressing what we feel in our hearts is the right way to do things. Also, we learned that Sloth is dead.
Yes. And Matthew McConaughey is dreaming.
There you go. That makes me happy.
And you know what else I learned, Steve?
What did you learn?
I thought that pigeons were native to Australia, and they're not.
No.
And I learned something today.
Well, there you go. Knowing is half the battle. From what I've heard, like, everybody seems to believe, like, if you're going to go into a battle, the first fucking thing you need to do is know.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way you win. Like, I don't know where these guys were in 2001 or whatever, but, you know, if somebody would have just known, I mean, we'd be halfway there. That war would have taken, like, fucking 30 minutes.
I just picture the scene where, like, you're standing at a table and you've got your dick shoved into a waffle iron, and you're screaming, "Oh God, run!" And then suddenly, like, Duke kicks down the door, and, like, what the hell are you doing? I stuck my dick in a waffle iron. Why the fuck did you do that? I didn't know!
Yeah.
I didn't know!
And then Duke's like, what the? I've been telling you guys this for 30 years. Fucking no! Just no, and you're done. Well, halfway done, but mostly done. 50%, but that's a lot.
G.I. Joe!
Yeah, that's it. And then fucking
here's
credits.
Don't stick your dick in waffle irons. Kid.
Yeah.
If you take nothing else from this show, don't stick your dick in waffle irons.
Exactly, and fucking
and
no.
It's not gay. It's McConaughey.
Just no. You know you're gonna be all right. Halfway all right. But that's. I mean, fucking, like, if you're going somewhere and you're coming back, when you go somewhere, that's the halfway point. So fucking, I know. So
yeah. So I mean, knowing is like it's getting to the halfway point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I got no idea what the hell we're talking about.
I don't either.
I think we're just prattling it.
I float in and out. Well, I'm gonna give a little bit. I'm gonna give a little bit of a disclaimer. So this is gonna be kind of a weird and wacky show because it's late for me, dude. I normally am in bed at this hour because you guys had a date day, and then I've got to work like 12 hours tomorrow. So we're like, we got to get a show done. So we started recording at 9:30, which for me is hella late. But we're here, and we're gonna do one every week, and we're having a good time with it. Before we get all fucking corporate and get and it'd be like that scene from Wayne's World. We'll be like, this is the fucking Blockbuster Video Bill Shakespeare joint, and so like, and then we have to like toe the line and can't say fuck anymore. So we're gonna enjoy it while we have it.
Wait, we can't say fuck anymore.
You didn't hear any of that.
No, I will not bow to any sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Aquafina. Taste the difference.
Aquafina bottle. That's
Yeah.
why I said. No. But do we have any significant show changes that are coming up around the corner that I need to be aware of?
We do. We are doing our first in-person show in 2 weeks.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Dropping this bomb on me on the air, sir?
Yeah, we're doing our first.
Whoa, sir, whoa.
We are recording our first in-person show in not but 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, you lost me. Okay,
yeah.
I thought you meant like you had booked a live venue for us or something. We were going to go to the show, and I was like, no, wait, what? Hold on. No. Back it up, dude. Back it up.
Yeah. So we'll be doing a show where we're actually sitting in the same room for the first time after, that'll be episode 12.
3 months later.
But for the most part, that'll kind of be a relaunch along with the site. So there will be, some changes, nothing drastic or, crazy, but that'll be a point where we start planning for, and then we relaunch with new material and doing things a little bit differently in a good way. All good stuff that we've talked about and kind of bandied around, but kind of it'll be a lot more involved. Right now, it's we're still, honestly, I still feel like this, and it's not a bad thing because it's what I enjoy. But we're still doing a YouTube show. I mean, it's hard to believe 2 months ago we were still a YouTube show. And that's what we're doing. And I think, when we kind of get together and we're able to put our heads together and get things kind of rolling in that direction, it's going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to be a little bit flashier. It's going to be a lot more involved. There's going to be a lot more hands in it. But it's where the show is going. Will
any of those hands be Matthew McConaughey?
No.
Oh.
Not yet. He's welcome to. Matthew McConaughey, if you want to put your hands on our show, you're more than welcome to.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
The show, not me, because I'm not A, but
Right.
you know.
But yeah, so that's kind of what we're going for. So the next few, we've been spending a lot of time and energy dedicating ourselves to the website and getting that relaunched. We're gonna do the same with the show. So you know, this one, the next one, they're gonna be what you've grown accustomed to, but we are going to do a big episode 12 where we get. It'll be the two of us. It'll be the wives in the room too. And so you know we're gonna do it up. So
Absolutely, man. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
We'll do that in a couple weeks, and if we can get any bonus content out there, I'd like to do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, we'll see. Maybe we will. You know, if it's possible. I'm also excited about our Dragon Con show we got coming up at the end of the summer, man.
Yep, that's gonna be cool.
be fucking exciting. Dragon Con's gonna be a good time, man. We've got a handful of Nerdtopians as we've stated in other episodes. They're going to be coming there, and you know, any Nerdtopians want to come sit in on the roundtable discussion that we're going to be broadcasting from Dragon Con, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah,
really looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're confirmed so far. It's going to be me and you and the wives, and Sarah Lynn. I know is coming. And I think we've got some tentatives after that. I think Kenny was pretty tentative about coming. Amanda was tentative about coming, but you know, both of them were leaning towards showing up. So you know, it's gonna be a good handful of us. Yeah, I one of the things that I've been trying to kind of impart on everybody is enjoy the times right now where things are the way that they are, because I think we all realize that we have something real special, and we've kept our doors closed in some areas, but we've opened them in others. So things are going to get bigger. Things are going to get more hectic. Things are going to get, and it's going to grow in a good way. But you know, enjoy the times right now where we can all be small and kind of do these little silly shows where you know it's kind of let's just get on mics and start talking because it ain't going to be around forever. You know, so you know, instead of lamenting and kind of you know and thinking, you got to realize you know some of these smaller things that we get a chance to do are going to be, you know, they're going to be just as special as the bigger things that we're going to do because we'll all be together and have a good time. So
that's absolutely right, man. Also, you know, I want to spend some time meeting some of the sleds coming out at Dragon Con. The one that I'm going to have to keep a close eye on is going to be Patrick Stewart.
Oh yeah.
I gotta have to hose my wife down, man. She's got a Patrick Stewart thing.
Yeah, and it's funny because
much in the way your wife has a Will Wheaton thing.
I'm not worried about him.
But he's not going to be there.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him. But you should definitely be worried about Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I am worried, man.
Yeah.
Because if he walks up to me and is like, "I'm going to fuck your wife." I mean,
you'd be like, "Okay."
What do you say to Captain Picard / Professor Xavier when he says that to you?
You wouldn't have a chance to. No. I mean, she'd be gone. Like she's a you know. That's one of the things that I always found really fascinating about her, because we get in these conversations about like you know my list, my pass list is got to be you know like at least 15 pages long, and like with her it's always just been one. There's only been one, and she's gonna be in the same room with him. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you know, Patrick Stewart says that, you know, like, come with me, I'll make it so. And my wife will be like, yeah, finally a man.
Yeah.
I'm screwed, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I would leave you for Patrick Stewart. I'm just
right.
Yeah, I mean, I would leave.
I couldn't really hold it against you, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, man, Patrick Stewart is a good-looking dude. I can see what she sees in him. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time there, especially if you're a Star Trek fan. We got a lot of Star Trek Next Generation alum gonna be signing on. They're gonna be out there meeting you. My wife's over here throwing her hands in the air, getting all excited and stuff. A couple people from Star Trek Voyager, I think you'll see there. If you're a fan of the Hulk, we got Lou Ferrigno's gonna be in the house. Also does the voice of the Hulk in the Avengers. Did you know that? Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk in the Avengers, he did the voice of the Hulk.
Which is just that one line, right? Puny God.
Also the grunts and the growls.
Oh,
and
okay.
The,
All right.
Hulk smash. And
Yeah.
stuff. That was all Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
You're gonna have Carrie Elwes in the house.
Oh, cool! I didn't know he was gonna be there.
Dread Pirate Robert / Robin Hood.
Wait, I wanna announce somebody.
Go ahead.
Adam West and Burt Ward will be at Dragon Con this year. I'm stoked, dude.
Back together, old chum.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Together in Atlanta, 2012.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Actually, I tweeted Kevin Smith the other day because he's got a new podcast out called Fat Man on Batman.
How many fucking podcasts does that man do?
Oh man, he does. I don't know. I listen to all of them.
Really?
Yeah, but so he does Babylon, does that. He jumps on Tell Him Steve Dave a lot, and it's probably about 5 or 6. But so I said, how about because we've been working on him, trying to get them over to Dragon Con, him and Ralph Garman.
Right.
And I said, hey man, how about doing a special East Coast Fat Man on Batman now that Burt Ward and Adam West have signed up for Dragon Con? And he favorited the tweet.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
maybe he knows something we don't.
I'm like, okay, so I'm going to take that as an absolutely. So then I tweeted him back. I said, I will assume by favoriting my tweet you meant absolutely, and I will be happy to moderate, and I will get in touch with Adam's people. Yeah, and no one's called me back yet. So there's that.
Dreams still come true. You know what?
That's right.
Dude, when Charlie bought like 2 candy bars, they didn't have to go and take it in before he finally got that third one, and it was just because of some money that he saw on the road that day.
That's right.
And then he ran home as fast as he could, and it sounded like this. That's gonna be you. That's gonna be you when you find out that Kevin Smith is coming to Dragon Con.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Maybe we'll get a Babylon at Dragon Con.
I would like that would be the one. I don't shut up for anybody, and I certainly don't stun very easily. I've always been, the kind of guy who talk to anybody, talk to a brick wall. But I don't know, man. Like I would just be like. That would be the one person that I'd sit there and I'd just stunned silence, trying to figure out something funny to say, because I guess you become really it becomes your
almost.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got their the people that they look up to in any business, and the people that they think are good at what they do, whatever, and that's right up there. I'd try to just stand there and try to say something funny to get him to laugh and be like, yeah, I made him laugh, and that would be like the end of the conversation. But he'd be so petrified to say anything because it would come out all wrong. So
yeah, did I ever tell you Kevin Smith actually saw a movie that I did and he reviewed it on his website.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man, it's the story behind that is my buddy Rob, kind of an aspiring filmmaker. We were even so much so that he would do it when we were in high school. We made a movie. It was like a little 7-minute short, and he gave Kevin Smith a copy of it. I think Kevin Smith came to MegaCon in Orlando that year, and Rob gave him a copy of this movie that we did. It's VHS. This is like back in 98, 99, and Kevin Smith's like, absolutely, man, you made a movie. I'll take the time to sit down and watch it, and I'll throw a review for it up on my board, because he supports people that are chasing their dreams.
Yeah.
Even, like we were just kids,
Yeah.
And he wrote a very honest review on his website of this movie. He said quite honestly, I didn't like it. He said, and he pointed out my performance in general. He said, the man that played the announcer, the narrator, his performance is very wooden. But he wasn't just like, oh, it sucks. He gave very specific points as to why he did not like this movie that we made. But then he threw some positive stuff in there to kind of hey, you know what, brother? But Jay Muse really liked it, and a couple of his other buddies, I forget their names. A couple of his other buddies that are working for USU, they're like, these guys really did like the movies, and they think that you guys are just kids, but you've got a lot of great talent. So please, no, I didn't like it, but don't let that stop you from doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that was really cool, man, because he took the time to watch it, to post a review on his website. and give you not only criticism but constructive criticism, and give you a little bit of encouragement at the end. And we were just a couple of kids. So that's why I've always liked and respected Kevin Smith, man, ever since that day.
Yeah, I've always been a huge fan of his stuff. So yeah, I mean, you never know. Maybe he shows up. Probably he doesn't. I think the last time he was at a Dragon Con was like 2002 or something. He's certainly got his hands full with enough stuff right now. So
yeah,
we'll see. And I promise this. If he is there, I will get him. I will borrow him for at least 5 minutes of his time and get him to say something on the show. That's my goal, man. I want to get. I would love to do nothing more than a 5-minute interview with Kevin Smith. I'll hang him up. Yeah, I mean, at that point, you know.
Whose dick might have to suck to sit down and talk to Kevin Smith for 5 minutes?
Probably his.
Well, I'll do it. Kevin, I'll suck your dick. I'm not the first person that's ever told you that, because I've seen you with Kevin, but he got these offers left and right. But I'll do it fucking well.
Yeah, so if he's there, that's great. If not, you know, I'll learn, because he's not announced to be there or anything. But you know, that would make my experience if he showed up. That would be really cool.
Absolutely, man. Well, you know what? You never know. You never know. So, you know, here's hoping. And in the meantime, we got a lot of other cool celebrities we're going to meet. And if you're a listener to this show, you want to come and hang out with Doolin and Steve, shoot us a message, man. You got our email address. It's Doolin at NerdtopiaCast, Steve at NerdtopiaCast. You know, drop us a line there on our Facebook page. And you know, wherever else. We've got plenty of channels for you guys to reach us. So yeah, that's going to be Dragon Con, August 31st through September 3rd, I want to say.
Yeah, I think it's September 3rd. It runs all through that weekend. So I think the parade is Friday morning.
I don't have the date in front of me, but were you wanting to do the parade?
Sure, absolutely, man. That'd be cool.
All right, right on, man. Just before we go, I wanted to share something from the website. As we mentioned in the beginning of the show, we have our guest writer Z Manzilla, who is our first guest writer on the website, and we have some official writers. Z Manzilla, he's a Nerdtopian. He's written a very funny blog on games, like we were talking about earlier, and I wanted to just kind of share some of these quips that Jen had pulled up. She wanted me to share them because these are very funny. So, and if you like these, if these make you LOL like they did Steve and myself, go over to NerdtopiaCast.com and check out Z Manzilla's article called Indie Games. All right, and here's a couple quotes from it. It's like the designer was bored in health class and thought, you know what this picture of stage 3 syphilis is missing? 2 big Monty Python fingers flicking an eyeball at each other. Here's another one. Creativity games are all the rage on these indie scenes these days, especially the ones that creatively rip off Minecraft, which itself is a creative rip-off of Infaminer. And honestly, I can respect that, to a point. But this game is so past the point that it's getting tag-teamed from behind by the hillbillies that ask for directions back to the point. and this is the one that sort of like I spit out my coffee when I read it. Now, I was raised in a heavily Christian-influenced household, and I'm pretty sure I missed the one where Ezekiel or Lazarus or whoever the fuckadiah climbed up Donkey Kong platforms to reap his eternal reward. So those are a couple quips from Z Manzilla, very talented Nerdtopian, very talented writer. Get over there and check his stuff out. We hope to be seeing more from him.
Yeah, and we got Bass Rap finally is starting to write for us again. He had a bunch of stuff he's doing. He's done work with several other websites, so he wrote some stuff last week that was awesome. That typical Bass Rap quality stuff. And so everybody's contributing. Everybody there is talented and funny and really making it happen. So we are very appreciative of everybody that has taken the time to show up to the site and click around and read some of the stuff. leave these authors some comments, man, because they're doing it for you. They want to hear from you. They want to hear, what you think. So make sure you get on there, register with the site, leave them some comments, give them some love, because they are killing it, man. Very, very funny guys.
Yeah, and I have to correct myself. It's actually 5 games I found at the bottom of the Xbox Live barrel.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. Yeah, he reviewed indie games. I read the title wrong because I had it set up on a note here. Also, if you want to go back and check out our Bill Shakespeare joint archive, that's going to be on there. So you can go back week by week and see if you can guess what the Bill Shakespeare movie is every week. And of course, it's not a William Shakespeare movie. It's just a movie that Steve and I are performing as Shakespearean actors. So we perform a scene. You guess what it is. And as I said, Chuck Stahlheber figured it out. So way to go, Chuck. He figured that one out pretty quickly. And we've been doing that for a couple weeks. We're having a little bit of fun with it. And we have a new one for you this week.
Yes.
All right. Let me pull it up here. Are you ready to act, Steve?
Yes. Well,
okay.
Mostly. Hang on. Yes, now I am ready.
All right. You got the music?
I got everything. And
all right. Now we're going to be performing a scene from. Let's say this is a classic comedy.
Okay.
It's a comedy that you and myself, anybody of our age group, we grew up with this movie. Very, very funny movie. And we'll leave it at that. Now, Steve, I'm going to give you a bit of a direction here. If you would try to, although you're reading it in Shakespearean dialect, try to read it as you're recreating, like with the same inflection, if you will, as these two master thespians performed it in this movie.
I shall endeavor to do my best.
All right. So you want to be the first guy or the second guy?
It's up to you. I picked last week.
All right. I guess I'll be the first guy then.
All right. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3.
Where didst thou find this?
I hath made purchase.
We were to discuss expenses. We find ourselves short of coin.
Yet this purchase did not come of our purse.
I have it.
I hath made earnings of an additional $25.
Where didst thou happen upon such wealth?
I hath found a buyer for trinkets of no importance. Billy in 4C?
The sightless child?
I?
What didst thou sell him?
It is of no consequence.
What didst thou sell to Billy?
I know not. Cards of baseball, a snippet of gum, Petey.
Petey? Thou hast sold a lifeless avian to a sightless child? Thy bird was without head.
I hath been resolved. Acting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Acting. Thank you. All right. So if you know the scene, if you know the movie that we've just performed, write us in NerdtopiaCast@gmail.com or Steve at NerdtopiaCast or Doolin at NerdtopiaCast, and let us know, and we'll give you a shout out on next week's show. And like I said, if you have a scene that you think would be very funny performed as a Shakespearean piece, write it up and send it in to us, man. We'd love to read it. If it's funny, we'll read it on the show for you and give you a cred for it.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. How's that? We good? Can we get out of here?
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're all overdue for a good night's rest, man. We've been burning the midnight oil on the website and all that other kind of stuff, and I think we are ready to take it home.
Absolutely, man. Let's get us out of here. Hey, guys, thanks for nerding out with us tonight.